Wait, hold on. Hold on. Could I just put something in here? Yeah. Everybody on here, you guys, you not respect each other. Disrespect. You disrespect Judge. You didn't let him finish his sentence. You disrespect the host, the other host. Which you didn't let him finish his sentence. Now, if you guys have your own, I appreciate you guys. I love you guys for coming on and being a part of this podcast because a lot of this stuff really do need to come out. But if you don't want to listen, I can't let you guys listen and learn. But I can control this podcast. And let's respect one another. You know, I can go to your podcast and try to hear what you, you know. So, and, you know, I stopped the recording because I will not let people all the way from Kenya and Ghana who I have listeners hear what they hear. And that's why I ask you guys, whoever has music plans, whoever has dog barking, it will do nothing to take for you to take them to another room or another area of your house. So that to me is very destructive, and I would not do that on your podcast at all. So go ahead, Miss Shallow, and finish. Sorry, I just really we need to start within the home. When we see our fellow person in a situation where they to be educated on, even if it's as simple as how to grocery shop. You go in the grocery store, you see the mamas in there with oodles and noodles. And what's wrong with asking, baby, do you want some help learning how to meal prep and how to cook meals that's more nutritious for your kids that could be more economically feasible for your household when the food stamps run out? You know what I'm saying? But we're so busy caught up doing everything else. This is why we are so scared of DEI because we don't know what DEI actually is. We don't know what inclusion actually means. We don't know how it would, if it would affect us. We're not reading. We're not reaching out to learn for anything. And then we want to come about and say we don't have help. There's a lot of places I'm sure we don't have help, but there's a lot of places where you gotta grab yourself by your own bootstraps for your own self to a certain level. Mm. And until we start doing that as a people, then then we gonna run scared and be afraid of things like, okay, they finna discriminate and now we all finna be without jobs. Half of us, not half of us, but quite a few of us don't have jobs, let alone careers anyway, because we're so busy worried about how we're supposedly held down. I'm not saying we're not held down in some degree, but there's a lot of overcoming that has come about, and we are not taking advantage of. I kind of lost my train of thought, Judge Joe Brown, but I'm done.
Can I say just one little thing real quick in that statement that she just made? I think one of the key things that's overlooked, y'all mentioned in the 80s, crack came in and took over the family. And you have to understand what happened the decade of 5 years or so before in the mid 70s when the women left the family. I don't need no man. We had no fault divorce and we had welfare and feminism. And we had drugs prior to the 80s, prior to crack. We had heroin out of Vietnam that infest our community. We've had drugs, but we've always had family. And in the 80s, we had the breakdown of the family. And when we talk about economics, can I just finish for a second? When we talk about economics, without a husband and a wife in the household, we are failing the first level of economics. Even when people used to have arranged marriage, it had nothing to do with I like you, I love you, or I even know you. Your family has a certain amount of wealth and a certain amount of this and that. Our family has a certain amount of this and that. We combine them together. We got this. And family is everything. The lady, she mentioned a lot of stuff. She didn't mention marriage. And we have got to get back to the fundamentals. Get married. Together, you can win. Together, a family can make it happen. Two people, two heads is better than one all day. Women are paying 100% of everything and getting other men to help them out and saying they bosses. The boss is the one that controls the whole program. A husband and a wife will work. It will work. The median income for a black woman in America is $37,000, $38,000. Median income for a black man, 45,000. Median income for a white woman, 50,000. A white man, 60,000. It is what it is. The combined household income for black people is $95,000. If you can't kind of scrape and make it happen with 95, now that's just the average medium Negro that's making the 50,000. A good job, a good occupation will get you into the 60, into the 80,000. We got black women saying, "Oh, I don't want a man. He making 50,000. He making 60,000." You just an average woman. You get an average guy, especially the one that you got children by. Mhm.
Agree with that because I was got married. I got married in the 1980s. I had a in the 1980s, and I've been with the same wife since for 39 years.
Uh-huh.
And we, at that point,
You make up about 30% of the black population, 30% of the black men.
You didn't bring that in.
Well, I mean, you didn't. I was giving you some data, but you didn't get. Let me get to that. 53% of black men are single with no children. We got some serious family, economic, basic issues that we have to resolve. And it starts at home, in the family, and we don't have family anymore. And since we stopped having family in the 80s, it has been going downhill. In the 60s, we were the most married people in America. Now we are the least married and we the most struggling. Single black women, their children struggle worse than single black men with children. A single black man with a child, he's going to go and get a wife. He is going to put a woman to be a mother figure in that household. Whereas a single woman is not going to do that. She is going to think, now I got the power. I make all of the decisions. I'm the boss. Well, you're not supposed to be. You're supposed to be the helper. When it comes to making critical decisions, you're going to be emotional. And the children of that are one-sided. They're handicapped. They only have the yin. They don't have the yang. They have the feminine concept of everything, and they don't have the masculine concept of anything, of patience, of I might have to figure this out. I need to be logical.
Hey guys, hey, please.
Mhm.
Okay, I want to do this because I want to do you. It's not. Let me ask this. My other guest was on, Mr. Murray.
Yes, sir. Whoa.
Mr. Gerald Murray, come on. Okay, Mr. Brown, can you give a closing statement because it's going on. We've been on here 3 hours. I don't know that is on past 3 hours. So can you give it like a closing? It's something to interject with for the next time we get on. Now, if you guys want to continue, we will have the same show on Thursday night, 2 p.m. Same number, same show. This is host that will be with me, and you guys are welcome to come.
I'm live. I'm live now, so I'm simulcasting the program. So y'all cool.
The dude that was just talking was on point though about that. Man, I'm sorry, I don't care what nobody said. He's on point about that family dynamic. He's on point about these women. For one, see, there's no other group that has a disconnect like that purposely, but us so-called black people, right? You know what I'm saying? So, and they know that they're doing this because they know that we're the original people here in the country. I mean, the world. But that's the subject. So, in order, just like to mess up the economy, you do it from within. You let it. You don't let it explode. You let it implode inside. It's like America is doing right now, by the way. But that's another topic. So, I agree with you, man. Our women, for one. So this is where these Jewish people came from. Right? I'm sorry. Oops, maybe I should have said that on the chat. But this is where these people come in, right? These entities, these other entities that are, and these Europeans, certain Europeans too, that aren't us. They take over. You see what I'm saying? They study us for one. They study us. They study us, and then what they do is weaponize us against each other. They weaponize. They make Gloria Steinem a CIA agent. They put her in charge of these black women, and they call the movement a feminist movement, right? You see what I'm saying? They put the welfare system in front of our women and call it, you know what I'm saying? They call it
Empowerment.
an empowerment.
What came first? What came first? The feminist movement or the welfare?
They came together.
No, I think they came together.
They came together.
But let's continue. Please, let's continue this.
I was asked to summarize.
Please, let's Judge Joe Brown summarize. Please, you go ahead. After he summarizes, you close us out.
Okay, now I've got to get back to, but if I can sum this up, you're all on point. But if I might make a suggestion, no one in history has ever gotten where they wanted to go, where exclusive solution to blame whoever is oppressor. If you understand the blame that goes to the oppressors, you get motivated to do something about it, not fixate on the blame. We are supposed to know that. Next thing is what's happened is we have a cultural problem that we have to overcome. We do all recall that out of slavery, there was this phrase that if we properly enslave the black person, he will make a slave of himself for the next 400 years. That's because the elements of slavery have been viewed in our culture and we teach them to ourselves. If you want to analyze what the brother was saying about what was happening in the 70s with the breakdown of the family, you can see an almost identical model back prior to the Civil War because it's what was going on the slave plantation. So perhaps a good way of stating what our problem is right now is that we have a slave plantation that has no product. There's no cotton in there without purpose, but they behave the same. The breeding patterns the same, behavioral patterns the same, lack of masculine head of family, lack of family organized around the family rather than the convenience of a breeding system for a plantation that sells and works Negroes. You see, that's what we can look at. Next thing is if we're going to do this, we have to understand that black unity has some opportunities. Go to Jamaica and see all of the people that get up and at 7 a.m. they're opening their shops on Queen Elizabeth Highway, even if it's just a tar, paper, or lean-to. You might want to try and see if you can learn from people who know how to run that kind of situation so everybody can get together. If you want to go back to Africa, they don't want somebody that does scratch farming. They want somebody that can bring them into the 21st century and knows how to deal with adversity, not run from it. Next thing is if you want to deal with the situation in reality, look at the fact that DEI, when you get down to what it's ultimately done, has been a vehicle to recruit us to give ballast to a movement that is basically anti-human because there are people who do not understand the fact that there is a thing called a man and there's a thing called a woman. And you can explain what those are looking at a dead corpse on an embalmer's table or on a coroner's slab. And we are going far afield when we bind ourselves to something that deals with hatred of what you are. We've had enough of those problems. So if we understand that humanity is diverse, we have to take advantage of the whole situation. We want to avoid what is going on where I live, where I live, Memphis, Tennessee, which they complain here of white supremacy, but the mayor is black, the county mayor is black, the chief of police is black, the sheriff's black, 75% of the cops are black, the whole city council is black. Only 2 people on the board of education are not black. You have the situation 75% of the jury pool is black, 60% of the criminal court judges are black and female. And what more is there that you can have in terms of political power and get absolutely nothing out of it because you aren't interested in bestowing anything on your people, just on yourself. So the point is you have to understand that there is a need that if you're going to be effective, you have to get what the far left picked up from the 60s. It's a simple phrase. It says, by any means necessary. There's a caveat. As long as it does not compromise your overall purpose. Now, we need to understand what that means, and we need to make alliances. We need to accommodate all that we have, and we need to start doing what Mao said. Whenever you encounter incorrectness, you must immediately attack it and bestow correctness, even if you upset some people doing it. Now,
Amen.
we have our choices. Preachers, you've got a mission. And let me tell you what that is. Start preaching about sin again, not just belief. work. Yeah, because you believe that you will. You pay me what I want to pay. That you believe. You have never again. Why not? I said, because the last time I came.
Oh yeah, come on, come on, come on, come on in. You on the podcast.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they was doing some damn having some conversation. The guy was doing a uh fucking conference call deal for his radio show. And so dude hit me up like, yo, oh yeah. Yeah, man, you had to go to extra on this. People gonna hate you. Huh? What's that? Oh shit.
So here's what I'm saying. Preachers, this is a preacher.
Yeah. It was not easy, but with me, a lot of times, man, you gotta just get a burn and shit. You know what I mean? So a lot of times you get to a spot, you're like, all right, cool. And when it being exposed to sun, a lot of times what we do is just take them and set them in the sun and let them just really.
My biggest thing is how do we go from 600 to 750?
But so I had to do the work and standing. That man, all of it had to be just taken down to. That's why I sent pictures of it.
No, I know, but the last time I was here, you had this one, you had started setting it, and you thought exactly what you were going to do.
Right. And it was like, how much because that was originally $500.
No, you never gave me a price.
I did. See, that was. I think when I was here, when you was here last, I told you that was $5. When you was here last, I told you that was going to be $5. I hadn't figured out what the door panels were going to be, but it was going to probably be around $250 a piece. Was what we
Now you said. So you didn't give me a price to begin with, which was cool. I gave you $100, right?
Right.
So then the second time you're like, yeah, it's messed up. I got to strip this, that. I got to do the body, which is cool. Okay, well, what are we looking at? You said it's probably going to be about $600 for everything. That's what you said. There was no 5 or no 250. I got a lot. And then I dropped you another $150.
Right, and so that made like $250 on the dash, and that would be like 150.
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to get. I have to get it figured out right at the beginning.
Right.
Since we're already moving, you're like, yeah, I got to do this work, blah, blah, blah. That's why I was like, okay, so what are we looking at?
Right.
I said, it's probably going to be about $600 for everything.
Yeah.
Said, okay, cool.
Yeah.
I signed off on the 750.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But
yeah, I really super bro. I tell you, that's a complicated program.
this for sure, right?
Yeah, yeah. No. The fact that taking because from and I could have probably did this in one piece, but the fact that this inside, even though you can't see it,
This looks better.
yeah, this inside right here comes up over that little piece that goes through there like that. You know what I mean? Because you can see it. So one yeah. And I didn't slit these because you probably gotta take a razor blade and slit right here because it is a little gap right in here where like one piece sits in here and the other piece slides down to like right here. And then the screw holes, bam, the things go through there and but it is a little it's a little ledge right in this little area right here where now that you can pop it out. Yeah.
Yeah, because I
Yeah.
got the other one that I'm gonna send.
Yeah. You can pop it out. Yeah, dude. That. Oh, now, if since you paint and shit, we could probably upsell.
Judge, you still on the
We
call?
can probably upsell it.
What do you mean?
You know, I mean, since you're gonna be painting the guy's car or
Oh,
something
gotcha,
like
gotcha.
that, you know what I mean? He's like, yo, bro, I can get you that freaking dash done for like 800, whatever, and shit. You know what I mean? And stuff, you know, and then you can get a couple hundred because even that, now that I did, you know, one of them, now I know it takes a minute, but you gotta have really good.
My name is Sylvia.
Cause some shit will be like shadowy and you can't because you just gotta inch it. You just gotta inch
Little
it
by little.
little by fucking little and stuff. Heat it, inch it in a little bit.
So I give you $250 already.
Yeah.
So I owe you $350 for the original 6.
Okay.
But I'm gonna shoot $250 on top just because I didn't agree on it.
Right.
But I know you did extra work.
Yeah.
So for me, it's like we gotta agree.
Yeah.
to agree,
We could do
But I'm trying to do it like
we'll
that
do
either.
paperwork next time. But look, and this right here, this is where your screws go. So if you got a screw with the beauty wash or whatever, so it's not gonna cut into the deal, and it's gonna be a longer screw. So it's gonna once it bites, you don't wanna jam it, you don't wanna push it in too far. And the other screws are yeah, you got one in both sides because that what's called deal up under there, those clips slide in
And
anyway
buckle it in.
and holds it in. But I did a few of these and this one is
Took the
by
tape.
oh no, this is by far the better one because I hadn't been able to really
Figure that
get
piece out.
figure
That's what
this-
I'm like. I'm cool with it like that.
yeah, figure this part right here out. Now we got this part like on lock, and this is
That's probably
pretty
the
much
best way to do it.
yeah. This is pretty much because I was gonna try to just do this stitch here and do the rest of it one piece. I was like, that motherfucker corner is gonna fuck that whole idea up. Going around the curve. So I was like,
See, that's the kind of shit you see on the fly, and you gotta like,
yeah. But once down, now it's like, oh, okay. Now I got this one.
if I needed a pair of sun visors done, how quick can you get those done? How much?
I could probably get them and stuff. I got everything that I need. And, yeah, you know the motherfucker cost me fucking feet. Yeah. If
I'm
you
just like, I want to get them done, but it's like one of those things where like, if it's a last minute thing, I'll roll without them because I didn't even punch the holes through or nothing like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like,
Yeah, but no. So I can do them. Now, what's the
it's gonna be like wait.
yeah, what's the that's what I said, what's the headliner already? Now is it that visor has got the stitches on top? Yeah. Oh, see, on those, what you gotta do is you gotta make, because you got the little hard piece in there and stuff. So sometimes you gotta either trim that down and make the cover piece a little bit bigger so that you can stitch it around the machine and stitch it down. You know, you got to glue it so that the end of what'll happen is when you put it up on the machine, one side will slide under, and so it'll just look like that it won't be even all the way around. It'll have a little one will be a little bit more forward than the other, but normally they're up and so. But yeah. That's a pretty simple. That's a pretty simple
but I
Okay.
try not to be
Yeah,
obvious.
I'm trying to get it together.
Paralyzed.
It's like, all right, that's like one of the things in the back of my mind, like, all right, I don't really need them. I
Right.
want to have them, right?
Right,
But if it
right,
comes down
right.
to the wire where I got to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Then I ain't gonna worry about
What's the next show? Where you gonna show?
in March,
March? Where?
Cardinal Stadium.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's gonna be the lowrider. It's a super show.
Yep. Yep.
Okay, shit, man, damn.
So I'm trying to
get
get
more
one.
passes in there on that. Man.
I think we move in Friday. I'm gonna see if, what they say. They give us passes for showing the cars, right? But I'm gonna see what they say the day of.
Yeah,
I don't think you could pre-sale, buy tickets. It's like the day of.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think they might let us get some extra passes.
Oh yeah, yeah. You're gonna have extra pass because you gotta have setup crew and shit, you know, and you gotta have. Hey, look, bro, I got my photography team and shit. Because generally, if Magic is performing,
You guys are there?
yeah, I'm in. He get I get passes
I don't know. Who's
through
gonna
him, but I don't think he's gonna. I haven't checked his calendar, and I haven't talked to because he just did a deal in Colorado for Valentine, and said, yeah, he did a big deal in Colorado. But
But I remember when I first
I heard he was cutting some shit because of the whole.
he was on what's his name's show anyway, I'll think of his name. Yeah. He was on that podcast and
so I do my best to remain calm, butterfly, stomach, sweaty calm. Friends keep asking why I'm so quiet. I tell them I'm tired. And nothing's wrong while all alone. I just want to go home, be alone. Because large crowds make me feel small. And it's though I'm in danger and I desperately try to keep my eyes every single stranger. Meeting a bunch of new people brings so much pressure on my chest. I don't talk a lot. I let them rest. Sometimes I'm scared. Scared to be I mean, what if I can't keep it up? Scared of how I'm perceived by show me love. And when the news reports another senseless killing, I am soon endorsed and it's still healing. Thinking of the worst outcome. Worry about my friends and family. Constantly wondering if we're all soon seeing a tragedy. Ask God to look after me while I'm looking over my shoulder and around every corner to make sure no one is after me. I know that's irrational. Sometimes I feel so nervous I don't even speak properly. I know what I want to say, but the message I try to make is sloppy, it's the overthinking, self-consciousness, the feeling is so I can barely breathe, but I try not to be obvious. I feel terrified and paralyzed, and I'm forced to smile through all of it. Self-diagnosis, I'm calling it. This anxiety, and it resides in me so vibrantly, but I keep it inside of me, quietly, outwardly, smiling, inward emotions, life, vibrantly, and if I can be a person who struggles with a moderate level of anxiety, imagine those who deal with it severely, and how every day for them is like breathe, like peace, like to be okay.
My name is Brad, and I always battle with anxiety.
My name is Joseph, and anxiety tries to eat at my every day. My name is Amber, and I'm having depression and anxiety.
My name is Chris. I'm burdened with anxiety every day.
Initially, I didn't know what to call it, but I remember when I first felt it, I hated the way it made me feel, but still I couldn't let people know that I held it. It weakened me, but I refused to let people see the weak in me. It felt like it was eating me from the inside out. It made me want to tear the uneasiness from my insides out. My heart suited for house music along with the heartbeat. Each thought raced no route. The nerves, the worry, and sprouts too quick. The panic becomes panic. I guess I just got loud. So I do my best to remain calm. The butterfly in my stomach resolves.
Man, you can't avoid it. You can't beat them, join them. Oh man, oh man. How y'all doing? Sorry about all of that. What was I doing? Okay. That was all right, all right, all right, all right, all right. That was very interesting. I had a customer right there. Y'all probably heard too much and stuff. So anyway, that means I gotta go and pay some motherfucking bills and shit here. Ain't no doubt about that right there. It's time to go pay some bills, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Baby, baby, baby. Man, people always be attacking me. Stop hating the old man. Of course. Anyway, oh shit. Um, oh, yeah. Okay, so I gotta go and pay my bill. As a matter of fact, I got to go online and take her. Get money, money, get money, money. Okay. Okay, we can work with that. Big bills on the bottom, little bills on the top. You know about that. Say, and one of the other things, me and the brother was just talking about. I couldn't even think of the name Bootleg Cab. I couldn't think of the name Bootleg Cab at the time, but it's still, hey, it's done got around town about the conversation that MC Magic had with Bootleg, and uh, just like I explained that before, the problem was MC Magic said his family, when his family came to the United States, they came here to make a better life and so forth. He said the people that are coming to America now are coming to kill us, are coming to kill America. Now, that statement, the people, does not mean Mexicans, does not mean primarily Mexicans. You feel me? Now, Mexicans act like Mexicans are the only ones that cross the border. Yeah, I just finished Danny's dash and door panels, the painter from Cashin. Is trying to get at me right now. Anyway, I got to get up and get out of here because I got to take care of some business. Uh, yeah, bird. Let me see if I can.
Unknown caller.
Let me see if I can. Yes, sir. What's up?
Yeah, I don't know if you know, but your phone was on when we was having a podcast, so they trying to mess up the whole podcast near the end.
Oh, damn. Yeah, damn, I forgot because my customer came in right off the bat, and I had laid it down because what I was doing was broadcasting the audio and stuff live on my show, and I didn't hit the mute on the on the on the deal. My bad. Yeah, yeah. I just laid the phone down, and actually, I because I think I had it muted at one point, and when Joe Brown was finishing up, and because what I thought was y'all was ending the show, because you were saying 3 hours was a long time for you, so I was under the impression that y'all was getting ready to just end the show anyway, and it would probably hang up or yeah or something, because y'all said y'all was like, damn, 3 hours, this is too much. And I was thinking 3 hours, 3 hours is a normal show for me, especially if I do a interview or something. But even in general conversation, I'm gonna do 3 hours because I'm kind of accustomed to the old talk radio format of a talk show host doing 3 hour shows, and one of the things that changed in that industry in the mid 2000s was the co-host was having two people host talk shows, KTAR, KFYI, all of the big boys. You got Gatos and what's his name, and everybody adopted the two hosts uh, uh, damn platform because it's a lot of work for one person to carry a show. And then one of the things that what they did in talk radio was they eliminated the callers. They eliminated people calling in and just made it entertainment and propaganda and bullshit and stuff. So that's why I don't even deal with talk radio anymore, because what it was supposed to be about was about how the citizens felt about the conversation about the topic, and not just um being beat over the head with the host and co-host philosophy. Sometimes they play good cop, bad cop. 90% of the time, both of them have the same philosophy. And now you got KTAR, which is went away and became what one of the radio stations became became anyway one of the one of the darn pop or something radio stations, and KTR went to just strictly sports and shit. But it's a big void in that area for black people, because like your situation on that radio and podcast is still kind of it's kind of limited to the reach of the radio station. Now if the radio station is a digital platform and it's an OTT platform, then it's got unlimited reach and stuff if it's already built out. And what I'm doing is trying to take people that have podcasts and radio to my OTT system, which is on the Connect to Your City app. That Connect to Your City has, well, I'm like number 116, but Connect to Your City has Black Rodeo, Latin Station, BLM, Rampage Radio, Made Magazine. A lot of those guys are on there like that, but you can only access their content through Connect to Your City. And that's fine. But on my system, I've just built out from Connect to Your City to my own station. Like if I was on ABC and had channel 12, so I got all of the programming 24 hours a day on channel 12. So now PSN TV, I've got to fill 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But at the same time, if your podcast, the same deal, it can be on the radio side, it can be on the TV side, or both. Now you got the opportunity to sell advertising. Okay, I started this system a year ago. This is going on the second year. And when I bought in, I was 116. When the year end, I was in the top 10. And that's primarily because I just market the hell out of it. All of the content that's on it now is syndicated. It's from some of the other stations. I've got some BLM stuff on there, some Black Road, all of that stuff is on there. But now what I've got to do is now start producing my own content and start filling in every day at 10. We got this show, boom, 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 and stuff. Every day at 8:30 or 8 o'clock, we got this show, boom, 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 7 days a week and stuff. But you can. This program is brought to you by so and so's barbershop or so and so's clothing store. We're selling 30 to 40-second ads for $1.50. We're giving them away $1.50. But see what people will say, oh, okay, well, how many people you got viewing it? Well, if we got one person viewing it, it's one person that's seeing you and your brand that ain't seen your brand before. Now, if you got your show on this network, you ain't gonna advertise about it. You're not gonna tell all of your friends that, hey, look, you can catch my show on PSN TV and on PSN radio from at such and such a time, Monday through Saturday and stuff. You know what I mean? Or Monday through Sunday. You know what I mean? And how was that?
If I'm mistaken, I think you've been on every podcast I've been on. I think you was on the Sipping Sunday episode.
I'm not sure, but I mean, I'm the kind of guy, man, that I'm open for the conversation. Just like one of the things that when Joe ended, he says, well, you know, he was right about the family, blah blah blah. When all of these things have been like a domino effect that has taken over the community. It's like without the community seeing what's happening, it's like I'm slowly cutting off my own nose to spite my face. I'm more of a threat to myself than anybody else, especially when I don't understand the basics, you know, and because we've had 50 uh yeah, and when you look at the simplicity, you don't have to get exotic about life. All right. A man considered provider, whether he's providing or not, and what people think providing is and what provisions are is another story. And a woman is what she is supposed to be in support. But let's just look at the economics. If a man has a job, a nice job or occupation, he is going to take his earnings, get a wife, make a family, spend money in the community. When a man has money, he shares the money with everybody. Everybody gets a piece of the money because he's a provider by nature. Is his nature to take care of people when he can, if with nothing else, advice and protection. Okay, so now if a woman has the job, not being considered a provider by nature, what is she going to do with the money? She's going to look out for herself, her kids, and that's it. Because she's not by nature a provider.
Everybody. See, because I invited you on the show. I agree with most of the stuff
Right.
Even from when we was going to women's fight. Yeah. But sure, I'm gonna have to call you back.
Yeah, man. No, we'll do a show, because what I'm gonna start doing is strictly taping programming our shows that's gonna strictly be on the TV network. You know what I mean?
Like our show, it's gonna be an hour long. We just started early today because of Joe Brown.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah.
And you know what, man, dude, he brought a lot of insight. What we need to do is do a show, you, myself, and Joe Brown. And so we can get a better back and forth. You know, a lot of times, people, their ego and what they think they know gets in the way of there are some things that you don't know, and a lot of what we be generally talking about, we got a little bit of the information and not all of it, and we just, man, educated fool. We out there. So it just take having these conversations more more often. We are going to, be at each other's neck for a while, but as it shakes out, the pecking order is going to take care of itself. Who knows what and how they know it is going to come to the surface in conversation, because all information and knowledge is verifiable. So if you say something, you better have some documentation to validate it. Just because it's what you think and you've been indoctrinated into, that's not enough. But we'll have these conversations, and a lot of times when with having an outline of what we're gonna really be talking about, then everybody can go and have them some notes and have some references, because you know how our people are. You can say, "Oh, I got this from so and so." Oh, I don't. Wikipedia is this right here. Oh, Webster is, that's a white man book. And so they gonna stay locked on their different conditioning and brainwashing. They gonna try to hold on to Jesus, man. So don't don't worry. But these kind of conversations is what we need, because what I want to do is do, like, with the video and everything, a panel, look kind of like PBS and stuff, kind of stuff that takes it away from looking so podcasty. You know what I mean? So it looks like you on a real TV set, and you on the couch, and you blah blah blah, and y'all talking and everything, and the microphone ain't like right there in your face, and stuff. We it's time to go uptown with this program, and plus we can sell the advertising, and everybody can make money at the same time. I mean, Cox is 100 years old, but they didn't start out as big as they are and stuff. So, a lot of brothers are saying, I'm going to go to Hulu, put my stuff over there, and put, like, yo, bro, why you want to build up Hulu? You can build up the brothers. What the call has got his deal over there. The Unhitched King. What's his name? Damn, can't think of his name now. The brother that did Unhitched King, great freaking comedy and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, I Rock.
Oh
Yeah. Yeah. So he's got it on I think on Hulu or something like that. But I'm like, bro, see, because a lot of times what people do is they sell the control of their product. You know, it's like, okay, I can put it over here, but and they're gonna give me, I forgot what they give him per view. Just like nothing. It's like you gotta have fucking 10 million gazillion views for you to get some cash, right? And I'm like, oh, why would you do that when you could still own the rights to wherever else you want to put the movie?
Are you familiar with fan base yet?
With what?
Fan base.
Uh-uh.
It's social media. I've been up on it for a few years. It's by what's his name Isaac Hayes the third. He started a few years ago. Now they really started marketing right now, and you can buy shares in the company right now.
Now what is it called? Fan base?
Yeah, fan base.
Fan
And,
bait? Fan bait or base?
base.
Base?
And you can
BASE?
yeah.
Okay.
You can get paid off your content.
Right, right.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I gotta go. I'm gonna chop it up with you. Yeah,
All right, for sure. All right, later. Oh yeah. That's what's going down. I don't know who all of these people's numbers is. I think that is free. All right. Respect. All right. Anyway, I got to get a flock up out of her and take care of some more business, pay some bills, baby. Ain't no doubt about it. Y'all remember on the 28th, I think it is the 28th of February, it is no spend a damn dime, don't spend nada day. And so where you keep all of your cash in hand, it's blackout. And blackout means you ain't spending a nickel with nobody, especially Miss Charlie and them. And feel me? Okay, it's about an hour in. I'm gonna get up and get out of here. It's been fun with y'all. What I was trying to do is get this damn iPhone thing to actually work through the system, but that wasn't working. That wasn't working. It ain't working. Now I'm gonna have to get out of here and get the flock out of doors. Until next time, y'all be easy breezy. And my man said, "Hey man, we had a lot of talking in the background of that podcast." I'm like, "Man, I thought y'all said y'all was gone and 3 hours in." Anyway, I'm not gonna do a whole lot today. I'm outside. I gotta go. Business later. Bye. I said